Hi everyone, I'm Shivam and I'm growth marketer and content head here at Flicky. And I'm super excited to be hosting this session on automating social media videos with AI. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to join. Let me start by asking you something. Are you still creating and publishing social media videos manually? If yes, you are not alone. Video is the most powerful content format on social media today, but let's be honest, creating videos consistently is time consuming, repetitive, and frankly not scalable when you're doing it all by hand. That's why today's webinar is going to blow your mind. We recently launched Flicky's integration with Make and Zapier, and it now unlocks a fully automated content pipeline. That means you can go from a new blog post to automated Flicky video and then auto publish that to YouTube or other channels. No editing, no code, no manual uploads. So in this particular session, I'm going to walk you through a couple of real world automations. Firstly, we'll set up a make scenario that detects a new blog post from a Medium publication. I'll just take a example a publication and then it will auto generate a Flicky video using the latest article. Then we'll build one more scenario that automatically finds new Flicky exports and upload that directly to YouTube. Again, this is just for example. The possibilities are endless with Make and Zapier, and you can literally grab data from any platform and post it to any platform. And later, yeah, as I mentioned, I'll briefly show you how you can do the same with Zapier. The process is almost pretty much the same. So whether you are a solopreneur, a content team, or an agency managing multiple clients, these workflows can save you hours every week and help you scale video marketing effortlessly. So if you have ever felt overwhelmed by the idea of keeping up with social videos, this might change you how you work. So without wasting further ado, let's jump straight right into it. Let me quickly share my screen. I think my screen is visible to you all now. First of all, we want to look at what are the requirements or prerequisites that we need for our workflow to work. First of all, we'll require the Make or Zapier account. Again, most of you would already know about this, but for some of you, if you don't know about it, Make and Zapier are just automation workflow tools that can help you connect various apps which you can use to really automate and scale a lot of things out there. So again, first of all, we'll require a Make or Zapier account. Then obviously we need our blog or Medium or any of like it can be a WordPress site as well, where we are publishing our articles. Then we'll require a Flickr account to create essentially like all the videos. And again, this will be completely automated. Uh, Last but not the least, we'll require a YouTube or any social media account where we are actually gonna post those created videos. And yeah, there is one optional thing that you can have, like you can, enhance certain aspects, maybe, creating like the title captions with OpenAI, Gemini, or any other LLMs key. So you can use any of these. Again, all in all, with these couple of things, you would be able to actually create the entire workflow and automate it end to end. Coming on to like what's gonna happen, let me give you a brief of how everything is structured. So first of all, we'll use again make.com or Zapier for our automation workflow setup. Again, we'll try to create two scenarios or two zaps. In the first scenario, we'll have our blog site or WordPress or wherever essentially we're having all our blog articles, and then we'll push that data to Flicky to create the video. And in the second scenario, we are gonna, where the Flicky has created the video for us, we're gonna pass it to again. This thing is optional. Pass the raw data to Gemini or ChatGPT, and then we'll kind of use it to create maybe titles, descriptions, and then later on we'll post that directly to YouTube. Again, sweet and simple. Let's now jump straight into it. Um, Again, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm gonna use this Medium publication, which has this particular URL, and then let me just actually copy this URL and get to make again. I need to just go to make.com. Here I have opened the Flicky integration. We just need to visit the make site. Here you can simply click on login and it will take you to your dashboard. Again, let me open. So I've opened one of the workflows which you can use in your particular scenario. So let me also drop this link in the chat so that you can also have a access, and let me open this in a new tab as well. So this is a predefined template that will ease our job. Like I've gone ahead and created this template that you don't have to do all of the work, and all of the work is basically done for us. So I'm just gonna start the guided setup, and it will take us through it. Let me start it. Again, in the initial step, we are gonna input our Medium blog URL. Again, we're gonna use this feed option. So if you remember, let me go back to the Medium. This is my Medium publication URL. Let me get back over here, and here let me just paste this. I just need to mention feed over here. So let me just mention feed over here. So this is gonna give me like all the recent like RSS. Let me actually paste it over here so that you get to see. Again, you don't need to worry about all of this data. You just need to ensure, like for you, you just need to add feed in between, again, separated by slashes. So just gonna hit continue over here, and it is now asking me to set up the connection. Again, here I can set up the connection I want. Let me use my connection. The connection setup is pretty seamless. You just need to click on add over here, and here you just need to set up like the connection name, or you can mention my Flicky connection, and then here you need to generate and paste the API key. Now, how to generate or paste the API key? Just need to go to Flicky. Here, let me go back to the dashboard. Again, whenever you'll sign up and log into your account, you will see an interface like this. On the left side, you'll have the automation tab. Just need to click over here. Again, I've already created my keys, so they are already showing up over here. But if I want, I can just click on create key and select make from here, and I'll just hit generate, and it will generate the make key for me, which I can simply copy from here and paste that back there over here. But since I've already created my connection, I'm just gonna continue with this. And next is the process where we gonna specify the folder name. So in Flicky, let me open this back again and log in. But files are created in specific folders, right? These are all folders. And ideally, I wanna store all my videos in a particular folder. So again, there are two options back here. I can either specify the folder name, and the system will essentially create the folder for us and put all of these videos that will be created via this automation workflow into this folder name that we have given. If not, if I've, let's say, already created a particular folder over here, let's say I create a new folder and let me name this medium videos, and have this particular folder, and I want to only use this particular folder, and the system should always create all the videos in this particular folder. In that case, I can just create a folder like this, and here I can, from the URL, I'll have the folder ID. So I need to just copy this. This is the folder ID. I can just do a quick copy, quickly copy this, and here I can specify this particular folder ID. I've just pasted this ID over here, and the system is gonna now use that particular folder to store all the videos. Next step is where we're gonna select the template ID. There are certain templates. Let me open this link. So it has also given us the instruction that we can browse. We can browse and get template IDs at the template resource page. So let me just open this URL in a new tab. Um, so here, as you can see, we have a lot of predefined layouts and templates that we can use for our workflows. Again, in order to see a preview of the template, I can just click on the play icon over here, and I'll be able to quickly see, okay, how the template looks. And let's say if I like a particular template, I can just click on this copy icon over here, and its respective template ID will be copied. So coming back to again our integration, let me just paste this over here. I pasted a template ID, and in the next step, we're gonna set the prompt. If you want, we can use this default prompt. That's pretty much good. Prompts are usually helpful in giving specific instructions to the AI of what sort of video do we want to create. So right now it says like create an engaging social media video based on the article. That looks absolutely perfect to me. So I'm gonna keep it as is. Next, we have the duration field where we're gonna specify the duration in minutes. So right now the default value is 3. I want to change it to maybe I want to keep it shorter. So let's keep it 2. But as it says, like we can keep the duration up to 15 minutes as well. I'm just gonna keep it short itself. Let's say 2. And next step is to select the visuals. So in Flicky, whenever we are creating a video, we have two options. One is to go with stock visual, and another is to go with AI visual. So Flicky is partnered with premium stock media providers, including Storyblocks. So whenever we select, let's say, stock visual, the system's gonna auto pick from the millions of stock visuals available over there, and it will use those particular stock visuals which are relevant in our scenario. Or if not, we can always select AI visual, where AI will analyze our script content and selectively generate unique AI visuals based on the context in each scene. Next, we need to select the voice ID. So in order to browse and get the voice ID, again, there's an instruction over here. We need to just go to this URL. Let me just copy this, and I'll go back over here and paste this. Here, again, I have lots of language options to select from. Again, I think let's go with English, the default language. And in terms of dialects, there are again lots of options over here. Let's select United States. By the way, Flicky supports 80 plus language options and 100 plus dialect options, and you have lots of voices across different dialects. The process is pretty simple. You can click on the speaker icon over here,
Key helps you transform your ideas into stunning videos with our AI video.
and it's gonna play a quick preview of the voice that we have previewed. And then if we like a particular voice, we can just click on the copy icon over here. I want, maybe let's try this one.
Fleeky helps you transform your ideas into stunning videos with our AI video generator. Easy to use text to video editor featuring
Or
light.
maybe this one.
Flicky helps you transform your ideas into stunning videos.
I'm liking this voice, so I'm just gonna hit the copy icon over here, get back over here, paste the voice ID. Perfect. Voice ID is set. Now is the time to set the aspect ratio. Again, we have different options for different platforms. If you want to go for landscape YouTube videos, landscape Facebook videos, 16:9 is perfect. If you want to go with, let's say, YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, we can use 9:16. If you want to post it on, let's say, LinkedIn or Instagram Square-based videos, we can use 1:1. So I'm just going to keep it 16:9. And should export is the field that decides whether Flicky should automatically export the video once it's generated. Exporting a video means essentially converting the video into an MP4 format that can be used across different social platforms. We need to provide them the final MP4 or MOV file in order for it to actually work. So I'm just going to keep it true itself and just hit continue. Done. The workflow is ready, and it will essentially take our article or latest blog URL. It has assigned a variable to this. I'll jump right into that in a moment. And then it will basically command Flicky to generate a new video based on the instructions that we have kept. Let me just edit this scenario before running once so that I can actually show you what is actually happening over here. So in the template that you saw, there were certain fields that were asked to us, and we have already input that. But there are a lot more fields actually that are predefined, preset by Light created template. So again, You just need to, if you want, you can keep it as is. But essentially, we have done a step where we are doing a HTTP request to the RSS of the Medium article, and then we are parsing the response from here. So it will create an output. Let me just only run this particular module, so you get to see what's happening. So in this particular module, it has parsed the data. Let me open the output bundle over here, and we'll see the RSS over here. So inside RSS, we are, let's open channel, let's open the first channel, and we are getting the data over here, like what's the title and what's the description, other things. Again, these are the title, description of the Medium publication itself. Wanna get to the latest article that's usually available in the item, and here we can open the first one. Again, it will fetch the most recent one. We can see the title, why I use my life as a fuel for fiction. Let's go back to the Medium article over here. Let's go back. So this one is pinned, it has ignored that. The latest one is why I use my life as a fuel for fiction and still call it made up. Let's go back over here. See, the title is this itself, and here we get the link. So just gonna cross check once. Is this the link? Let's open this, paste this. See, this is the same article that was published on 3rd of July. 3rd of July, yeah. So this is the latest article, and we just need this. So what we are doing is we are creating a variable in the next step. So we are using set a variable module and make, and we have given the variable name as article URL. And here we are getting the same variable from data RSS channel item link. You see back over here, it's data. Let's open this RSS channel, and then open this item, and here we are getting the link. So we are setting the variable over here. This will essentially contain the article URL. And next, in the final step, we have just established the connection, mentioned the folder name, folder ID. Again, if you mentioned both of these, so the folder ID field would supersede the value of folder name. So it will essentially store it in the respective folder ID. Um, then we have the option to select workflow type. Again, here we have actually two more options as well. But since in our use case, it's like converting a blog article into a video, we are gonna go with the URL workflow. But if you want, you can create different workflows as well. Maybe you can use idea or script URL. If you already have like the idea and you don't have any blog, then you can select idea. And if you have the script, then you can select the script and then paste the script. Again, I'll jump into these workflows a bit later down the line. Then we selected the workflow format. Again, in our case, we have two options, video and audio. We're gonna go with the video itself. Template ID, I've already shown you how we can browse templates and how you can actually use those templates into in your workflows and create video space out of that. On top of it, you can also create custom templates and use the custom template IDs as well. So next step was about using a prompt. We selected a prompt. In the content field, we have automatically added the article URL, the variable that we have created in step 2, and then just the other fields that we have already predefined. Duration is 2, visual is AI visual. Gonna use the voice ID, aspect ratio, should export. Again, all of these fields, if you saw, were available in the template wizard, but some of the fields were set by default, which you can right now configure. Like if you want to change the resolution, we can select it over here. We selected the highest resolution right now. And then for extension, we're gonna just go with MP4 or MOV. Let's go with MP4 and hit save. So let me run this once and see if it generates. So it has given an error, the operation. Let me just, okay, so let's open this log. I think since we created another connection, let me get back to Flicky. In the automation tab, if we see, we have created a new key over here. So I'm just gonna copy this key and reconnect it. So earlier what happened was in this particular, if you remember while I was showcasing you, I created a new key, but I am using the old key over here. So let me just get back over here and here, let's create this and save. So it has connected this. Let me save this and try to run it once now. Now it's working perfectly fine. And it has given the output. Let's check the output. So it has all these input fields and output is success. So let's get back to our Flicky account. Go to files. I think I created a folder called demo in which refresh once. We see now we have the medium videos over here that we created, and here our video is processing right now. So the video will be generated in a couple of minutes, and this is done with just one click. Again, this workflow seems to be working fine to me, and you just need to click on this option over here so that it runs every let's say 15 minutes. Again, I can click over here and specify the time interval that I want to keep. I can change it. I can maybe also run it once every day or specify certain days of the week, since I know that I'm going to publish an article, let's say twice a week, every week. So in that case, I can just mention days of the week and specify it on when to run this particular scenario. So right now, I think I'm just gonna keep it once every day, and let's save this. And it is asking us that our scenario is scheduled but not yet active. So we're just gonna activate the scenario, and let's save the changes real quick, and perfect. So our initial scenario is complete, where we are essentially getting the URL, creating a variable and putting the URL into the variable, and then basically asking Flicky to create the final video for us. And the final video has also started processing over here. If we see, let's refresh once, it's still processing. We want to give it some time. And meanwhile, the video is being generated over here. We're gonna move to the next scenario, which is essentially creating and looking for these videos and then exporting it to YouTube. So let's open this. I've already created the scenario 2 in our case. Let me quickly walk you through how is it working right now. So first we have added a Flicky module called watch complete video render. So here what we are essentially doing is we have created a webhook over here. Again, creating webhook is pretty simple. We're just gonna click on add over here. Here we can name our webhook. Let's name it my Flicky webhook itself. And in the connection, let me add my connection. And here I can paste the same key that I had copied previously. And let's save this. And save this. And finally, hit save over here. So basically, I've established the connection between my Flicky account and this created a webhook. So essentially, whenever my particular video is completed and rendered by Flicky and being converted into like an MP4 format, it will actually show up over here. It will pull all the data with the file name, the final video, and other relevant details, and it will fetch it from there. Then we are using a particular filter over here. Let me just open this. So essentially, whenever we are converting our videos and generating via workflows, or let's say we are manually using the app version of the Flicky and exporting content, it will fetch all of the exports So we want to make sure that we only use a particular folder. We might be again using our Flickr account to create videos for multiple channels, multiple social media platforms, and we don't want all of these videos to actually post right into my YouTube channel. So here what we are doing is we are just filtering the medium videos folder. We have set a condition where it is looking for the folder ID, and here we are again matching it with the folder. Let me confirm. I have changed the folder over here. So let me just copy this folder ID over from here and get back to the scenario, and here I can just paste the folder ID and hit save. So right now I set a filter condition of whenever this particular, sorry, let me open this, whenever any video in this particular folder is being exported, only that video will go to my channel, YouTube channel. So I'm sure that only the right video is going to my YouTube channel. So at the next step, we have added Google Gemini model. Again, this is completely optional. If you don't want to use Gemini or if you want to use ChatGPT API, OpenAI API or Claude API, you can completely do that. This is just again for demonstration purpose where I've essentially connected my Gemini API key. Again, how to connect your Gemini API key is pretty simple. You can just even click on this online help option over here, and it will take us to this documentation where it's essentially giving the steps on how we can log into the Google Cloud platform and create a project, and later here it gives us the option to create the API key. Again, pretty simple steps. You can just do it. It's completely free to create a Gemini API key as of now, and you can, after you have established the connection over here. Next step is to actually select the model. Here we have selected Gemini 2.0 Flash, but if you want, you have lots of options to choose from, and you can choose any of your desired model. I would recommend to go with either Gemini 2.0 Flash or this Gemini 2.5 Flash is actually better. So you can use this. Again, next, what we're trying to do with Gemini API is we are trying to create YouTube title by giving a prompt. So we have selected role as user over here, and then in the message type we have selected text, and we have written a nice little prompt over here. Create one high compelling click-worthy YouTube video title based on the topic below. Title should grab attention instantly and spark curiosity or emotion. Again, I'll try to provide this as a template as well, and this should be soon available for public use. So you should be able to directly use this template straight away. And then we, at the last, we are just giving it the topic which is coming from this watch completed video render. So I'm just gonna save this. Again, here it is looking for the video export that is being exported in my account. Here it is generating the YouTube video title for us. The last step is where we are actually uploading a video. Again, here I've established my connection with my YouTube account. Process is pretty simple. You just need to click on add. Then you have to sign in with your Google account, give certain permissions, and your connection will be established. Again, you can always use this online help to learn more. Then for the title, it's a dynamic value. So let me just remove this. You see, we have all the dynamic values from this Flicky module and the Gemini API module. If you remember, we are creating the title in this module, right? So there will be certain result that it would generate. So we can go back to here and we can just click over here and select the result option over here. So it will essentially paste the result of whatever title is being generated in that module, and it will paste it over here. Next, we need to map the file. Again, here we are using file name from this Flicky module, and the file URL as well. File URL actually contains the file that needs to be uploaded. And then certain categories, again, your channel or video category, you need to specify over here. Again, we can mention if you want to directly public it, or if you want to make it unlisted, or if you want to keep it private. It's completely up to us. So let's keep it public over here. And in the description as well, again, you can use the Gemini module again to actually create a description as well. But right now, I'm just gonna skip it since we can publish our videos without adding a description. Or if you want, you can always hard code descriptions as well. You can just like mention like, subscribe, and share, like however you want. So again, certain other options are there which you need to specify over here. This video is made for kids. I set it to no. This video contains altered synthetic media. Right now, in this case, I'm just gonna keep it yes since we are generating it with the help of AI, and I'm just gonna hit save. Let's try to run it once and see how it goes. So right now, what's happening is it's waiting for the data to come. It has got some data and now it's fetching and creating the title with our Gemini key, and it's taking a bit of time over here. It has created the Gemini, has created a title, and now it's published to YouTube. Let's first of all check. I think in this particular scenario, we can see the result. Okay, it has the file URL, video, and everything has grabbed. Okay, and let's confirm once if this is the file that we intended. Yes, so this is the folder that we mentioned initially. It has this file which is being correctly reflected in our scenario, and then at the same time it has now generated the title as well, which is in the result, marketing ideas for content creators, perfect title for our scenario. And then here it has actually uploaded the content to YouTube. So actually let's go back to channel and see if the video is being published. I'll do a quick refresh. So this is a test channel that I had connected previously. Let me just refresh once and see. Uh, okay. Okay, I was checking in the post tab. Let me switch to videos, and perfect. You can see the video is already published over here. So,
At a blank screen, wondering where your next viral idea will spark? It's a common challenge for every content creator. As content creators, we constantly face the question, where do your best ideas originate? It feels like a mystery, but the truth is simpler than you think. Great content isn't always a direct autobiography of your brand. It's rarely a literal chronicle of every product launch or service detail. Your brand's life might seem mundane on the surface. But here's the secret. Your experiences are the foundation. Think about your brand's journey, its challenges, its customer interactions. These are the bones of your story. The flesh is the creative storytelling you build upon these bones. It's the compelling narrative, the emotional connection, the unique angle that transforms raw experience into engaging content. Your brand's authentic experiences, even the seemingly small ones, are your richest source of ideas. Don't just report facts. Craft stories inspired by your reality. This approach resonates deeply. Ready to transform your brand's everyday experiences into captivating content? Start brainstorming those bones today. Share your unique stories and watch your audience connect like never before.
so as you can see, it has created a nice video for us, and it has the title and the description that is set. Again, this is a pretty powerful workflow that you can use to actually automate your articles. Again, you can have your articles created by a team, and then this will automatically publish all of these articles, like create a video for your articles and publish it across your social channels. Again, in this example, we have showcased how to publish on YouTube, but you can always change this module or add it to a different, let's say I want to do it for Instagram as well. I just do a quick search, and I can use this Instagram for business module, and maybe create a real post, or wanna do any other media, we can do that. So this is very powerful thing that you can use to actually automate all of your workflows. Again, you can use and replicate this entire thing in Zapier as well. Let me quickly show you that real quick. So in Zapier, we have again like the Flicky integration that you can use. Let me actually open the workflows. I've already created a workflows to save some time. Here again, we are using a different input. Remember, we had the idea and script workflows as well that we can use. So here the raw data is coming from a Google Sheet. Again, it gives you a bit more additional control. You can always specify something in your Google Sheet. It will create the video based out of that. So again, I have just created this action of Google Sheet, trigger action, and here I've connected my account. Again, here I have selected the particular spreadsheet that I want to create, and the worksheet that this particular workflow should use to actually create the videos. So again, trigger is pretty much simple. Here in the next step, we are using a flicky action. I've in the setup, I've selected the create new video as the action event and connected my account using the same process. Again, you need to go to the automation tab. Go back over here. We have the automation tab over here. We can click on create key. We can use Zapier and then generate the key from there. Let me get back to this, and yes, so you can simply do that. And in the configuration tab here, we can specify the folder name over here, and then we can specify the workflow type. All of these data are we're fetching from that particular Google Sheet, and here we are marking like workflow type to workflow type, format to format. Then I hope you already know like what field is used for what purpose, and then we are just mapping the fields. It has pretty much all the same fields that we saw in make, and you can actually set this up and hit continue. So this will essentially do the same thing of fetching the data from Google Sheet and creating the video. If you want, again, you can set the same trigger over here. You can fetch the data from your Medium article or any WordPress site or any site for that matter, and fetch your URL from there and use it in that action, flicky action that creates the video. And then again, we have created another Zap that essentially looks for the exported videos in Flicky, connected the account, and here we are doing the same thing. We are having a filter condition, and we are using a filter where it is checking for the parent folder ID, and we are doing an exact match, very similar to what we have done in Make. And then in the last step, we are connected our YouTube account, and here we are mentioning the title. Again, these things are coming from this particular option. Here we are not using Gemini or any other API to create the title, as Flicky was also creating the title for us. Then we have the description and then the final video. Again, once everything is set up, you can just need to hit continue over here, and you can publish this Zap, and these combinations can be used to do a lot of things. This is I've just touched the tip of the iceberg. Like there are a lot of options, a lot of things that you can do. You can create multiple workflows, and actually we have a really dedicated guide as well for this. So how to access this guide? Again, you can go to the automation tab over here, and you have these guides over here for both Zapier and Make Integration. Let me open both of these, and I'll quickly show you. Again, this showcases us exact step-by-step process. If you miss something, you wanna follow it along and have a text manual for yourself, you can do that from here. You can just refer to these, and in fact, it has a particular section which briefly describes every field name in the particular Flicky module, and you can use it to actually create even more powerful workflows, including, let's say you are having certain idea book that you can use, or you are having certain scripts that you are storing it in your Google Docs and you want to convert them into videos. Again, the possibilities are endless, and you have all the information right in front of you. Um, Similarly, we have the same guide for Zapier as well. If you're using Zapier workflow and you want to automate this, we have complete step-by-step process that you can refer to. And I think that's a wrap. I hope today's session opened up some new possibilities for you when it comes to automating your video content. Whether it's blog to video or auto publishing your social videos across different platforms, you're now seeing how powerful these new integrations can be. If you've got any question, feel free to drop them in the chat right now. Our team is here and ready to answer them live. Also, as a special perk of joining this webinar, we have got an amazing offer for you. You can use the code displayed on the screen to get a special discount. But remember, this code is only available for the next 3 days, so be sure to take advantage of it before it expires. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see the automations and content you build with Flicky. Have a great day. Goodbye.